everybody, my name is Mia. I am new to the YouTube community. Well, I guess I should rephrase that. I'm not new to the YouTube community. I have been online watching all of your videos in the weight loss community for, geez, probably going on a year now, but this is actually my first video that I'm making. I had gastric bypass surgery on March 11th of this past year, 2010. I have my statistics down here to just give you a quick rundown. So it's been 199 days since my surgery and I've lost 77.1 pounds. I've lost a total of 12.5 points off my BMI. I am no longer considered obese as of last week. I am now overweight because my BMI fell below 30, I think it is. I think it's like 29.9 right now. I have 36.3 pounds left to go. So I'm nearing the end of my journey. And one of the reasons I decided I wanted to come online now is I find that now that I'm getting closer to the end of my journey, things are getting a little bit harder. I'm only 6.5 months post-op, but I'm one of those people where I never lost my weight like in huge amounts just every single week. The first couple months for me, I did have big weight losses. Like maybe my first week, I think I lost like 7 pounds, and then like the next week 5, and then it slowed down to maybe about 2 pounds a week, which is wonderful. But for some reason, I always envisioned as a gastric bypass patient that I would lose a lot more than just a couple pounds a week. I had no problem with it though. 2 pounds a week, to me, that's what the average is for someone that has not had surgery, and that's what's considered a safe weight loss. So I was actually kind of happy with the 2 pounds. I was always really concerned about having a lot of extra skin. So I thought, okay, so if I do about 2 pounds a week, maybe the likelihood of me having a lot of extra skin at the end of this whole process won't be as great. So even though I've lost close to 80 pounds in close to 7 months, 6.5 months or whatever, it's been on the slower side for me. And I've noticed as time has gone on, it's slowed down even more. My body is really strange. Like I've realized now within the past couple of months, I lose 1 week, I'll have a huge loss, like 5 pounds. And then for the next 2 to 3 weeks, the scale does not move, not 1/10 of a pound. It does not go down. So my body will give up a pretty good number of weight 1 week, and then it'll selfishly hold on to that weight for about another 2-3 weeks, and it just makes me crazy. I'm a daily weigher. I always have been. I probably always will be. I feel like it keeps me on track. Whether that's a mental game or not, I don't know. I've never really like let it get me down, so I've always just done the weigh every day, and that helps me. But I haven't lost anything in about 3 weeks, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed, maybe I'll get on the scale this week and have a 4 pound or 5 pound loss to sustain me for the next 3 weeks of nothing. But that's really why I decided to start coming on and making videos. I know in the beginning when everybody starts their weight loss, a lot of people come on and start talking about the early days and what goes on with how you're acclimating to eating and in your new pouch and everything. But I really wanted to get on and reach out to people who are in the same position that I'm in, who've been, you know, quite a few months post-op, and maybe you're at the point now where the weight loss is starting to slow down a little bit. Maybe you're in the same position that I'm in where the weight loss just isn't coming as frequently or as quickly as you were before. A little bit more about myself. I am a workout fanatic. I am hooked on exercise. I've always been athletic. I started out at 261 pounds. So at 261 pounds, as we all know, people who have had weight loss surgery, our bodies no longer did what we wanted them to do. I would attend a boot camp class that was very high intensity once a week. I'm sorry, an hour a session 3 times a week. And my body just wouldn't do what I wanted it to do. When they would run, I would want to run so bad, and I would try and just wasn't happening. So I've always been one to work out. At 261 pounds, still went to those boot camp classes and still pushed myself for the whole hour, but not to the level where I wanted to be. So as soon as my doctor cleared me for working out back to, you know, full out, more than just like walking around the block, I started working out at 6 weeks. I went back to my boot camp and really got right back into it pretty intensely, and I'm now able to work out at the level where I've always wanted. So that's wonderful to me. The fact that I can run, I've done the couch to 5K, I can do cardio for an hour, jumping around, jumping jacks, all this stuff, and not have to stop. There's all these little skinny girls in my class that weigh 100 pounds and have never had a weight loss problem, and they can't go for more than 10 minutes and they're dying on the floor. So I really built up my stamina. My contract at my boot camp expired about a month ago, and I'm now doing a kickboxing class, boxing / cardio kickboxing, where we work out on the bags with the gloves and all that stuff, and I really like it. Get all my frustrations out. I really enjoy it. I'm looking for a little bit of a different challenge now. I was gonna start training for a half marathon. Unfortunately, my feet don't agree with me. I've had plantar fasciitis for years, since before my surgery, and I never took care of it. My bad. I know I should have went to the doctor when it started a couple years ago, and I didn't. I now have bone spurs in both my feet, so I get the lovely opportunity to go to the podiatrist every 10 days and get my feet injected with cortisone. Sucks, but I guess it's the price I have to pay for not taking care of myself, which I haven't done for years. So I'm trying now to take care of myself in all aspects. So my doctor has told me I cannot run, so my half marathon training has gone out the window. So I'm doing the kickboxing now, looking for something different. I'm getting a little bit bored at kickboxing 4 or 5 days a week for an hour, pretty much doing the same routine with the whole jumping jacks and plyometrics and all that stuff, which is great. You sweat a ton, but it's kind of boring to me. So that's a little bit about myself, where I am with my journey right now. On a personal level, I'm married. I live in Miami, Florida. My husband is also a weight loss surgery patient. He also had gastric bypass. He had it 2 weeks before I did. He was the guinea pig, so to speak. He went in on February 25th, and then I went in on March 11th. So it worked out really well. It's been a godsend to have somebody else in my house that can completely identify with what I'm going through. And in the very early stages, he was going through everything 2 weeks before I was. So he would try to eat new things, you know, like, because he was progressing through everything, you know, 2 weeks ahead of me. So he would try everything out, and I would then see what happened with him and know, oh God, I gotta be scared 2 weeks from now trying to eat X, Y, and Z or whatever. But it's been great. He's a huge support. My husband is awesome. I can't say enough about him. And that's about it. I think I said I live in Miami. I don't remember if I said that. I have 2 dogs, 2 Chihuahuas. I'm sure as I continue videotaping over time, you will hear them. They're barking right now. That's why I was kind of looking at them. I can hear they're about to start going crazy. But that's a little bit about me. Please feel free to reach out to me if you're kind of in the same place I am, or if you have anything to add. I hope to get to meet a lot of people on here. Like I said, I've watched a million videos on here over the past year. Probably started watching them a good 6 or 7 months before I had my surgery. I initially considered doing the band, and because of some medical things I have going on, my doctor thought that really wasn't going to be the best thing for me. He said he would do it if he thought that's what I really, if that's what I thought I really wanted. But I do have a couple of other medical issues, nothing to do with my weight, just some other things that I deal with that he thought long term, having to go in for the fill every month might not be the best option. And because of these health problems, there may even be times where he wouldn't be able to do a fill if I was having an issue with one of my other health things. So we decided the bypass would probably be the best thing long term for me, where I was really going to get the best results. So I watched everybody's videos. Everybody that's had the band, I've watched you. Like there's ones that everybody knows that, like Sky Moon, I watched all her videos, and Banded Wendy, I watched all her videos. And then when I decided to do the bypass, I switched over, started watching a lot of bypass videos. But I haven't found a lot of, I mean, there's a lot of people out there that do the bypass videos, but no one that's really quite as dedicated as Wendy and Melanie are with their videos. So I really learned a lot from them, and then kind of filled in the gaps with all the other people that do kind of sporadic videos on the bypass side. So that's about it. I'm gonna try and upload this now. Fingers crossed that it worked. I know I always watch people saying like, oh, this is the 10th time I recorded this video. So hopefully first time's a charm. We'll see. I don't even know what the time limit is, and I don't know how long I've been yammering on for, but that's about it. Till next time, bye everybody.